Good rainy morning, everyone. Okay, so this is the last page on this little insert. It's the back. And all I did was I took a piece of cardstock and a piece of the note music paper, and these scissors went around both, did a little ink. And last night while I was laying there thinking about it, I came up with another idea that I'd like to do, but I'm afraid it's going to be too heavy for this coffee paper, but never fear, it'll be coming up soon. In this, I'm just going to, I have these stickers. Just going to add these on here, maybe something like that. A couple little gold ones. And then I'm going to call this page good. Like I said, this needs to be kind of light. It's going in, it's going to be held in just by a little bit of thread and things. Now, after this, I'm going to take a break from the journal here, sort of. A couple weeks ago, well, I say a couple weeks ago, not long ago, I did a post on some codes and how to incorporate them into your artwork or your journals, or to put anything, and it just looks like some little decorations. Well, it's over at 30,000 views right now, so it's kind of inspired me to do another one on a different type of secret script, I guess you could say. I think you'll like it just as much. So I'm going to get this down on here. I'm probably going to go ahead and get this sewn in. And these are bits and pieces for maybe what's going to be going on out here. But when I sew this in, I'm going to be sewing in this larger page. Everything's going to be fit, set, ready to go. And then I can move on with more of this journal. Another thing too, if you've been paying attention to the babies, my little chicks, the 26th they'll be 4 weeks old, and I'm going to do a post to show you just how big those son of guns have gotten. Some of the breed of chicken that we've been working on here is huge. They're turkey-sized chickens, I guess you could say. The males usually run 12 to 14 pounds. So, I mean, they are not for your faint of heart. But they are absolutely beautiful. They're well-tempered. They're easy to deal with. Not like some of the other larger birds that can be just, I don't know, aggressive, I guess you could say. Another one, the hens, they lay some rather large eggs. So, and they're beautiful eggs. They're green, like an olive green with dark brown speckle spots all over them. And hopefully I can get the paperwork done so the Poultry Association will actually acknowledge them as a breed onto their self. We've made enough generations and have a standards of the breed, basically. So we should be able to. I took that off too soon. Let me see. Let me get this on here. And maybe, and I still haven't come up with an official name for them. It's been how long? I know, and I still haven't come up with a name, so I need to be getting on that. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet around here. All things considered. And business should be slow as far as eggs and things, with Easter having, usually the week after Easter is pretty quiet here because everybody is full up of eggs everywhere. Okay, and that, easy and done. So I'm gonna get this in here. Let me move these things out of the way. there was another sticker. Let me see if it slid down in here somewhere. Yep. Okay. So, what I need to do is get this sewn in through there and around and over those two strings that are right there. I am going to be using this, a little bit of this. Let me go ahead and take those tags out. I'm pretty sure they'll just catch on that thread. All right. Now I have my jumbo needle. Let me see this stuff here. It's pretty thick thread. I wonder how long it's going to take me to thread this itty bitty needle here. Oh my gosh. I got it. Yay. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I don't need near as much as this, but let's see. That should be enough. There and there. I can trim some of this. Save that for who knows what. Alright, I am not going to mark up any of this. I am going to just try to wing it. I think what I'm going to do is, this thing already has a knot in thing, and I'm going to go back through here first, maybe hide that knot. And then, we don't need that. Down in. And I thought too of cutting some cardstock, some pink cardstock, and make like a bobbin shape thing or some buttons maybe to sew this thread through. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and sew it straight through the paper. Alright, there's one. Let me go ahead and do another little in and out. And there's two. I'm going to come around this thread that's already here. If I can. I'm going to catch that first little loop. And then I'm going to go back around and come out this one. If I can. Pull that kind of tight, and then I'm going to put a little bit of a knot so that this will stay at that top of that first thread up there. And there's my knot right here. A knot, I should say. And then I'm going to come back in through all the papers. Oop, a little too far. Pull that, and then I'm going to come all the way down keep that thread in the center there. In the center. And then grab the other end of the second thread and just give it a knot. Now keeping that insert light, that's about all we should need. And keeping this in place. Maybe another little knot. Voila. Let's see how we did. And then there's that. We can always add a little bit of glue. And there we have it. It is sewn in. A little pink to go with the rest of the pink. I have a tag here. And this one doesn't have anything on it yet, but there is something in the works. Okay, there we have it. It is in and done. It should not go anywhere, or at least that's the, we're going to hope it doesn't go anywhere. And then I still have some extras, so. Alright, and now we have the bird cages. Okay, alright. I'm feeling happy about that. I'm going to leave that stuff there. Let's see. I'm hoping we don't have a massive gap. It's there because we have the tassels right now face to face there. But yeah, as far as being massively huge, it's no worse than anything else. And as you can see, the tassel's going to flatten over time. So I think we're going to be all right. I'm going to leave the bird cages, things there. I got a couple fish on the loose. I'm going to leave these right there in that section. Yeah, I think that's going to flatten out just fine. Not that it ever shut completely down anyway. Okay, guys, I am, well, I was going to say the chicks are still sleeping. And as a general rule with any kind of baby anything, never wake a sleeping baby. So I'm going to go get ready to do that code I was telling you about. Well, it's actually, well, it could be a code. It's actual script, so it just doesn't look like any script that we're familiar with. Okay, guys, see if I can get enough room here to move around. All right, I'll be back in a bit.